Do you need an LLC to start your business, and more specifically, your business on Amazon? Let's first talk about some pros and cons of starting an LLC. I recommend all of my students and listeners form an LLC when they start selling their own branded products on Amazon. The main reason why is an LLC separates your personal assets from your business assets if you run into trouble, right? So let's say, for example, you're starting a kitchen brand and you're selling a product like kitchen knives, and someone uses your knife wrong and they cut their hand and they file a lawsuit against you. If you do not have an LLC, they can potentially come after your personal assets for damages like your house or your personal bank accounts. But if you have an LLC set up, a limited liability company, then they can only go after your business assets. Now, we obviously want to make sure that we don't get to that point with our business and our products, but it is definitely better to be safe than sorry down the road. So I want to talk about the 7 simple ways to set up your LLC. Now, the easiest way, guys, to do all of these steps is to work through a company like Doula. We have used Doula for multiple students in our high-level coaching programs. We have a great partnership with them, and our students have had a very, very simple, straightforward process getting their LLC set up through Doula. So again, I'm going to walk through the 7 steps on how to do this. You can do it on your own, or you can use the code DoulaAndy10 to get 10% off any of Doula's services. Now, beyond just, protecting yourself from liability if someone cuts their hand with a knife, an LLC also provides some other nice benefits, like being able to pass through your taxes to your personal tax return versus some other corporation setups that may be taxing you twice. It also allows you to write off some expenses. I'm sure you've heard of that, where you can write off office supplies, inventory, advertising, things like that, expenses for your business, which may potentially lower your taxable income, giving you some nice tax savings. So there's a lot of benefits, again, to forming an LLC. And the first step you want to take when getting ready to set up your LLC is to decide which state you want to form your LLC in. Now, most people go with their home state, which is what we normally recommend to people who live or are residents of the United States. But you may have heard of states like Wyoming or Delaware that have some additional advantages if you form an LLC in those states. And if you are located outside of the United States, getting an LLC set up here in the United States can be kind of a complicated process. So again, working with Doula, they'll help you find the right state for your specific situation. Step 2 is to choose your LLC name. You're going to want to pick something that's professional and memorable if you can. And again, Doula will check to make sure that your name is not already taken in your state's database, so that you're not going through the whole process of trying to set up an LLC only to find out that you can't use that name. Step 3 is to file your articles of organization. This is kind of just a big fancy term for the paperwork of filing for your LLC. Doula will do all this paperwork on your behalf, so you don't have to worry about entering in incorrect information or missing deadlines. They're going to make sure that you're taken care of with all of that paperwork, which is a massive advantage of using a company like that. Step 4 is to designate a registered agent. Now, if you're filing an LLC on your own, you can act as your own registered agent. Your name, address, personal information will be on file there for contact. But if you do go through a company like Doula, they can be a registered agent for you to make sure that you're not missing any notifications or notices or anything that may come through. Step 5 is to create an operating agreement. Now, not every state requires an operating agreement, but it is definitely nice to have on file for sure, in case you want to bring on a partner in the future and for establishing profit separation or profitability division between partners and other things like that. Step 6 is to get your EIN. This is essentially your social security number for your business. It's a number that you get through the IRS that they're going to use to identify your business for tax purposes. And again, Doula will get this for you so you can get your business started as quickly as possible. You're also going to need an EIN to open a business bank account. Step 7, the final step here, is to stay compliant moving forward. This means filing all your reports, doing your bookkeeping, filing your business taxes when the time comes. And this is another massive benefit of working with a company like Doula, is they have all these services in their total compliance package. So they can do your monthly bookkeeping, they can file your taxes for you when tax time comes. You can get some consulting and advice along the way for best practices to, kind of operate your finances as far as your LLC and your business are concerned. So that's definitely something to look into if you're someone that, doesn't want to spend all the time on the legalities of the business and you'd rather focus on maybe the more fun and important aspects of, products and design and marketing and those types of things. Setting up your LLC can seem like a daunting task, and it kind of can be, not gonna lie. I've set up LLCs on my own, but for all of our high ticket students, we always work through doula to make this happen for them. Again, these students and our clients, they recognize they don't really want to spend their time doing all this, but they also want to make sure it's done right the first time. So again, if you're someone who wants to do this on your own, you can, but if you'd rather get it done quickly and right, you can go through doula. They've got a lot of different services, like I said, that we use for all of our students and our clients. And we have a special partnership with them to help you guys get 10% off of whatever package you choose to go with. Just use the code DoulaAndy10 at checkout. I'll put a link in the description that'll take you straight to the page you need to get to. Now, I'm not being paid to create this video by Doula, but I do receive a small commission if, again, you do decide to work with them for any of your business setup needs. But I have personally gone through them for a handful, multiple of our clients in our highest level program to make sure that their businesses are formed the right way. So we know that they can get the job done. They're doing it the right way. So definitely can recommend them to those of you out there who are looking for a good, reliable company to work with when it comes to getting your company formed and staying compliant in the future. Guys, if you have any questions about this, feel free to drop a comment below. I'm happy to answer any questions for you guys about LLCs, Amazon, or of course, working with doula. Once again, guys, I'm Andy. You're watching Selling on Amazon with Andy Isom. We'll see you in the next video.